Welcome to Aging on the Suncoast. Thanks for joining us. I'm Catherine Bursch, Outreach Manager for the Area Agency on Aging of Pasco-Pinellas, and your host today. We've got a great program ahead with some important information for seniors. First, we'll take you to a visit to an adult day center. These are centers that are both beneficial for seniors and their caregivers. And later in the program, we'll talk about a very important phone number, the number seniors need to call if they need help. But now back to adult day centers. Exactly what are they? Well, the bottom line, they are a great option for some seniors and their caregivers. They're a safe place for seniors to stay during the day when their caregiver might be working or just needing some time for themselves. However, quality day centers are much more than just a room with some watchful eyes. As you'll see, day centers can be welcoming, stimulating, and just downright fun. Each morning, seniors walk and roll into the Seabreeze Adult Day Center.
You're looking lovely too today.
They get a hug.
Good morning, Elizabeth.
And a helping hand.
Look who's here.
For Elizabeth, who has Alzheimer's, it's a welcome destination.
She tells me where to turn. She gets out of the car and comes right in and is happy to be here.
How does that make you feel?
Very good and relieved, okay, because a lot of places you really don't want to leave someone you care a lot about. And this place, I just feel totally comfortable leaving her here.
On this week, St. Paddy's Day activities are in full stop. But even when there's no holiday to celebrate, Seabreeze staff make things fun.
The primary focus is on social interaction, for them to have an opportunity to make friends, opportunity to stay socially engaged with each other, getting away from the television and the sofa and the recliner at home.
In fact, seniors here call it their social club.
I don't want to be isolated, sitting by myself at home watching TV. I want to talk to people.
And I love meeting the people. And I didn't think I was into crafts, but I've done a few crafts since I've been here, and that's been fun.
Whether it's taking a turn on the dance floor or puzzling over a puzzle, Seabreeze engages elders' both mind and body.
Thumbs up.
Brian says he enjoys coming here, but it was his wife's idea.
Well, one, I'm not just sitting at home watching television. She was really, I guess I'd say, adamant about me having something to do other than just watching television.
At Seabreeze, old skills are reawakened. And for caregivers, the variety of activities found here is essential.
Yes.
Harry, whose wife Karen has dementia, says he struggled on his own.
At home, the problem I was having was finding things to keep her active. What the doctors have all been telling me is that, the more active they are, the slower this disease progresses.
Adult day centers are beneficial for both seniors and their caregivers. Uda jokes.
And my husband cannot wait to ship me out in the morning.
But it's true. Caregivers sometimes simply need a break.
Yes, I don't want to get burned out, because you can.
Up and down.
It's important for caregivers to take care of themselves, because if they go downhill, it's likely their loved one will too.
We always tell them, you need this, you need this. It's like you need to take care of yourself foremost, because if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't get a break, you're not going to be around for them. You're going to get exhausted eventually, and you're going to start thinking of placement, and that's what we're trying to avoid.
With federal dollars from the Older Americans Act, the Area Agency on Aging helps fund visits to Seabreeze and to similar centers in both Pinellas and Pasco counties. The centers help accomplish our mission of helping seniors live well at home.
I'm well taken care of by my, I have 2 daughters and 2 wonderful son-in-laws, but they all have to go to work, you know, and it's no good to just sit around, even though I would have a home to go to. It's boring.
B7.
Day centers like this one are not only satisfying, but safe.
And I go in the Glasgow City.
And that should be music to everyone's ears.
Whiskey, let's go.
Joining me now is the Area Agency on Aging's Director of Programs, Christine Didion. Thanks for coming on, Christine.
Thank you so much for having me, Catherine.
Now, as we just saw, these day centers seem to play such a major role. Why are they so important?
Absolutely. As you can see in that video, the impact of an adult day center is reverberating. It not only benefits a senior, but it can benefit their loved one or their caregiver, someone who's caring for them in their own home. And you can see in that video that adult day centers are more like clubs. They keep them very busy.
Very.
And they often have outside organizations or groups that come in that can lead seniors through crafts, games, or even provide performances like singing and musical instruments.
I mean, we heard from the seniors who obviously were enjoying their time there. And I can say, you know, looking around the room, everybody seemed to be having such a good time. And that's important for the senior, but is also a relief to the caregiver who feels like, hey, I'm doing the right thing here.
Absolutely. And we know that with caregiving, caring for someone else, it can really cause burnout or just stress and that exhaustion from caring for someone else. Even the best caregivers in the world are at risk of experiencing burnout. So having those adult day centers where a caregiver knows they can drop their loved one off at a safe place where their senior or their loved one is actually going to be entertained and enjoy being there, and that caregiver also has the time to go to work or go do what they need to do, like go to their own doctor's appointments or just take a break.
That's important because I know a lot of the folks I talked to, the caregivers I talked to, were a little bit at least hesitant at first, and they almost had that guilt feeling. And once they see how their senior is enjoying it, that feeling is lifted off their shoulders.
Yes, absolutely. All it takes is just a couple tries, and most seniors just fall right in love with it. And of course, in turn, their caregivers do too.
Now, I visited Seabreeze for the video, but I know we also partner with other centers in the area. How does this all work, and how does federal funding play the part?
Sure. So Seabreeze is one of our many wonderful partners that can provide adult day services, specifically through our National Family Caregiver Support Program, which is funded through the Older Americans Act federal funding. Our caregiver specialists at the Area Agency on Aging can help caregivers and seniors who are enrolled in that program attend Seabreeze or one of our other adult day centers. We also receive federal funding, again, through the Older Americans Act that funds our partner Neighborly Care Network. Okay. And they have 3 different locations throughout Pinellas County where seniors can go and attend adult day center services at their sites.
So kind of 2 different pots of money, 2 kind of slightly different programs, but the bottom line, seniors benefit.
Absolutely. And anyone who's interested, you don't even have to know those programs, but if you're interested in receiving or having your loved one receive those adult day services, they can always reach out to the Elder Helpline to be screened or just learn more information.
And it's nice that Neighborly has those different locations because you want these centers to be convenient to folks as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Especially in a place like Pinellas County, which is so expansive from north to south. You don't want to have to drive for an hour to get to the North Pinellas area if you live in South Pinellas.
And regardless of the center, the goal is really the same, to enrich the seniors' time during the day and give caregivers a break.
Absolutely. The biggest thing is that socialization for that senior and to give that caregiver a break, because both things are really going to help reduce that risk of premature or unnecessary placement in an assisted living facility or nursing facility for that senior.
Now, if someone is looking at a center or considering that as an option, are there some things that they should, take into account when they're visiting a center?
Absolutely. Before you even go into a center or identify what center you want to go to, everybody should do their due diligence, and if they have access to it, looking online first. You want to choose an adult day center that's licensed through the Florida Agency for Healthcare Administration. And if you go on their website, you actually can see all the different adult day centers in your area, your county, and you can see their license status. You can even see their past monitorings by the Agency for Healthcare Administration, and you can see if that center had maybe a corrective action levied against them or one that they enacted themselves to improve on their services.
So it's important to do that homework.
Absolutely. Another good way is also to just Google some of these centers and read the reviews from other caregivers and seniors in the area who are attending or who have attended in the past. Word of mouth and that experience from others is a great way to learn about what you're looking for or what you hope to gain from going to an adult day center.
I'm guessing if you're visiting a center, I guess in my mind, it would be good to maybe go at different times of the day to kind of get a feel for what might be going on, not just a one-time pop-in?
Yeah, absolutely. A caregiver and their senior should always feel comfortable going to visit an adult day center at any time. When you go, you might want to ask to see what their activity schedule looks like. You might want to ask to see what their menu looks like. And you might have other good questions about what do they do in an emergency? Like how do they evacuate seniors in their care? What's their staff to senior ratio? Or how many staff are there when any given number of seniors are there? And you should definitely feel comfortable going at any point in time. Many centers will offer a friendly trial day or a friendly visit day, which can be a partial day or a couple hours for a senior and caregiver to just try it out and see if it's even a good option for them and if they feel comfortable with it.
You know, you're dealing with someone you care about, a loved one. It is a major decision, but when you do find that right fit, boy, it can just be a blessing.
It can really be a huge difference for that senior sitting at home by themselves, watching TV, not interacting with anybody, versus going to a center, being around others, getting to do and see new things. And then on the caregiver side, the difference between burning out and having to place your loved one when you don't really want to do that, but you're just so exhausted because you don't have that break. And then if you do have that break, it can help you keep going and care for that loved one as long as possible.
Thanks for coming on today, Christine. Such great information and important information if you are considering one of these centers. Again, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
And I'd also like to personally thank the folks at Seabreeze, the staff, and their clients for being so welcoming and honest in their responses. Now, stick around. Coming up after the break, get your pencils ready. There's an important number you need to know.
Discover Brooker Creek Preserve, Pinellas County's wildest place. With nearly 9,000 acres of natural beauty, it's more than a preserve. It's a living classroom. Explore hands-on exhibits, hike over 4 miles of scenic trails, and spot wildlife like deer and gopher tortoises. From free programs to fun family events, there's always something going on at the Environmental Education Center, open Thursday through Sunday. And don't forget, our preserve and trails are open 7 days a week, so anytime is a great time to explore Brooker Creek. Visit brookercreekpreserve.org to learn more.
Do you like having fun and staying fit?
Do you like to be creative? Do you like being part of your community?
Do you like a little friendly competition?
Do you like hanging out with friends?
If you're saying yes, then come join us here at Pasco County Senior Services. We have locations across the county for you to get out and enjoy great company every weekday.
And that's not all. Do you like good food?
We have free lunch every weekday for those 60 and older. Just come in and sign up. If you like what you see, come visit us at Senior Services.
We can't wait to see you!
Welcome back to Aging on the Suncoast. I'm Catherine Bursch. The mission of the Area Agency on Aging is to help seniors live in their homes longer safely. And to do that, we provide a variety of services, some directly, and we also work with a host of partner agencies. So how do seniors or their family members find out about those services? Well, the best way is to call our helpline.
Thanks for calling Area Agency on Aging. My name is Siobhan.
My name is Eddie. How can we assist you today?
The doorway to senior services in Pasco and Pinellas is the Area Agency on Aging's helpline.
It is absolutely a resource. We want it to be a trusted resource that people can go to.
Hey, how you doing today?
A client's first contact with us is often a friendly voice on the end of the line.
So just to give you a brief overview.
An information specialist who lends a listening ear.
She does need help in certain areas.
And a helping hand.
Just answering the call. Oftentimes they tell us, oh my gosh, you are the first person that has answered the call. I've called so many places.
A caller might want information about local senior centers because they're lonely and want to get out of the house and have some fun.
Makes us feel, makes seniors feel good because family members are so busy in that, and sometimes we're kind of left, in the corner, so to speak.
Here we go. 1. Or maybe a senior has recently taken a tumble. You could use a program like A Matter of Balance, a class aimed at preventing falls.
Oh yeah, I love the class. That's phenomenal. You get a 10 out of 10 for sure.
But often the senior calling is in crisis and the need for help urgent.
Oh my goodness, they can be extremely worried and distraught because they are facing situations like homelessness.
Those situations take priority, and agency staff and partners work to provide solutions. It takes a team.
We got a call from a lady who didn't know where to turn. She had gone to the hospital and lost her apartment while she was in the hospital. She didn't know what to do, and fortunately, we were able to connect her with an affordable apartment that she was able to move into after she was released. On top of that, we were able to get her services, so she has help in the home, and she couldn't have been happier because that is what she wanted. She wanted to live independently and not go into a facility.
Along with housing, food is also a necessity. Local seniors can find assistance through congregate meal sites or the Meals on Wheels program.
There you go.
Thank you. What is your name?
Rachel.
And again, the services provided can be life-changing, and in some situations, even life-saving. Here's what Bonnie, a Meals on Wheels recipient, had to say.
And I have stage 4 breast cancer, and by the time you guys got to me, I weighed 107 pounds. I am now 140 pounds, and I swear to God it's because of Meals on Wheels.
It starts with a simple phone call.
I am the caregiver for my mother.
And in the best cases, ends with services and a senior living well at home.
Being able to help those who are desperate and don't know where to turn, that's what I love doing.
We've got some great staff members manning that helpline, but we do get a lot of calls, about 900 a week. So you might have to leave a message. However, you will get called back. So what's that very important number? 1-800-963-5337. Again, 1-800-963-5337. 963-5337. That is the doorway to services. Thanks for joining us today for this edition of Aging on the Suncoast. I'm Catherine Bursch. Live well at home.